Well, hello everyone and welcome to a very special video because today we have issue number 1 of Build the Titanic. Now, if you're thinking this is new, just a disclaimer here that this is a very old build. Please be advised that this is not in the shops. It is a very, very old part work. They are making a recome back of this build, but it will be with Eagle Moss apparently in January. But this is the wooden version. There is a metal version and wooden version. I believe the metal version is currently in Italy, but this one, as you can see down here, is brought to you by Hachette. Okay, so it's not with Eagle Moss, it's not in the newsagents. As I've said before, I have a tremendous amount of contacts, and my favourite contact of all that is in London managed to get me it, and yeah, it's very quite amazing. When I got it, I just couldn't believe that I had issue 1, and I never thought to this day that we would have Build the Titanic sitting here in front of me. And it's, you know, even the blister pack as well. I mean, this thing must be years old, and you know, there are people out there that just buy them just to keep, and then, you know, sometimes they'll buy another copy, you know, to sell on and stuff. But let's take a look in and see what we've got. This is just the introduction video, so we're not going to do any more than that. The building will try and stretch out as best we can, because obviously all these issues have to be hunted down, and issue 2 will take some time to locate, because we're trying our best to get that. So as you can see, Build the Titanic, it says here that it's an easy to build with step-by-step instructions, and obviously there's a picture of what it's going to look like. I really hope there's a poster inside this. We've got special offer number 1, only $1.99. Your first model section's complete construction plan and 2 magazines. So as you can see, we've got some sort of leaflet there. Looks to be some white leaflet behind this magazine. We've got the wood here, and then we've got like a little cutout section here. So that's going to be ideal for like my, you know, the screws that I put in if we need to use screws. I very much doubt we'll use screws, but you know, I've never built a ship before, and yeah, I mean, obviously I do the Bismarck and that, but I've never done anything with wood, so I'm very excited about this. I used to do U-96 boat, so I have done wooden builds, but obviously I've never got to the bit where you plank and bend the wood to shape it around the boat, like this section here. Is it called plank bending or something? So let's take a look on the back. Obviously I was going to do this live, but I've got some free time to catch up with some things, so I thought I'd do it now. So as you can see, that's pretty dang cool. I really like that, so I might cut that off and just laminate that. Build the Titanic, it does say here issues may vary from those shown. It says make this superb wooden model with easy to follow step-by-step instructions. So is it going to be a wooden model with Eagle Moss in January? Is it going to be metal like the Bismarck? Who knows? We've got to wait till January to find out. Obviously people have asked me, will you be doing the Eagle Moss one if you're doing this one? I'm not going to say no, but obviously if I'm building one already now, I probably won't build another one, purely because ships, I do make an exception, and I do say no to a second model. As you know, I do 2 of everything, because I do like to mod one and then one doesn't get modded, but ships are a different story because they're far, far too big to do 2, but as you can see. So obviously reproduced from the original Titanic plan, so we've got this section here. Quality, made from top quality resistant birch etch piece of the model, has been laser cut and conforms to the high standards of expert model makers. Heavy issue contains step-by-step instructions for each stage of construction. Then down here it says authenticity, and we've got Marty, I do love that word, authenticity. Every detail of the legendary Titanic has been meticulously, I think that says, recreated by a team of specialist designers using the original plans for the vessel. And then obviously coming up down here, history. Each week, discover the fascinating story and the tragic destiny of the Titanic, plus the history of sailing from the 18th century to modern times. We've then got look out for part 2, new wooden pieces of the Titanic with step-by-step instructions plus 2 magazines. So it seems to me like you get 2 magazines pushed into one. So you get the history of the Titanic, then you get the instructions to build Titanic. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge trying to hunt that down. As I said, when I took on this build, I did take a risk with it. I knew that I may not be able to get all the parts, but you know what? This is my motto, never give up. Because if you give up and then it comes available, you could regret it. So as you can see, we've done that now. So I'm going to take a look into this. It is a shame because, as you know, I do like to keep my blister packs, but, you know, it is what it is. There's probably not another one of these available. So, oh, that's quite nice. Look at... Sorry about that, my phone died. My phone's really playing up at the moment, as you know, the StreamYards and that. So it feels like, you know, when the ship sank and they had like that, I think it was like a safe or some sort of storage compartment, and they pulled out this, whatever it was, I'll have to re-look at the film, but it feels like this has been at the bottom of the ocean, and you've got that sort of dusty effect, so, you know, where it's all dusty and, you know, been stored for so long, and that's the vision I'm getting with this. Oh my god, we're getting into it, guys, we're getting into it. Look at this. So obviously, as you can see, so this is just a sticker that seems to stick over this wood panel, so I'm going to keep that for my screw box. As you can see, this is very thick wood, so I'm really excited about this. And I've worked on this sort of stuff before. When my mum used to go to Cornwall, she would bring us back like these models that would come in woods, and you just, all you do is I'm not going to do it here, but if you look here, you can see it pushes through there. It's just pop out stuff there, so that's really good. Then we get into, oh wow, look at this. I've never seen anything like this before, but oh look, you can see it's changed along the many years. Look at that, urgent, build the Titanic. And look, this one actually came with a Harshare logo of a paranormal camera. So how cool is that? I don't think any build that I'm aware of we've ever had a camera with it. So how cool is that? But yeah, I don't think we've ever had a magazine that offers a camera or a part work. Then obviously we've got this one, which is the history of ships and sailing. So you can see it's very 2 different magazines. So let's take a look at the history of the sailing. So obviously from the 18th century to the present time, ships that make history, the Cutty Sark. I've actually been on the Cutty Sark. It's a brilliant ship. And it actually is in Greenwich in London, but it actually, I think it was a couple of years ago, it burnt down, it caught alight, and they had to reconstruct it. But it is in Greenwich in London. As you can see, these magazines peel off, okay, because they all divide up to separate sections. So obviously we've got Titanic, the history of ships and sailing in the origins of voyages of London, and then obviously the legend of the wrecks. Obviously all about the Cutty Sark. I would love to do the Cutty Sark, I have to say, but as you can see, I'm getting sort of like a Pirates of the Caribbean vibe here, because that's another one. If they're old collections, I do tend to try to get as many issues in before I start doing it. I know a couple of people ask me if I still do it. I do still do it, I just have to get the issues in, guys. So as you can see, then we go to build the Titanic, and this is in like a cellophane shrink wrap. I'm absolutely speechless over that camera. As I've said before, I don't know any build that's offered a camera before, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. So this is really cram-packed with loads of stuff here, so I can't wait to get into that. We'll get to the magazine in just a few minutes. So this looks like Please Be the poster. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. So this is sort of like, oh man, look at that, that's gorgeous. So we've got, oh wow, what is that? Okay, so as you can see, binders and that, file your collection of binder. That's going to be what it looks like. As I said, disclaimer here again, I cannot guarantee, due to the oldness of this collection, there's no guarantee that I can get every issue. I am fully aware of that. However, I absolutely adore the Titanic. If worst case scenario is, at least I've got the magazine, I've managed to read about the history, and I love the Titanic. I've watched the film God knows how many times. Her sister ship was the Olympic or the Olympia, but oh wow, look at this beautiful thing. Oh wow, I don't know how high I can get that, but can you see? It's like it's got built the Titanic over here, but then it's like, oh wow, look at that. Oh, I'm very happy with that. Oh, that's gorgeous. And it says the actual size of this is 1.7 metres. Oh yes, I'm happy with that. I'm really, really happy with that. Thank you very much. Obviously issue 2 looks to be setting sail, Lloyd's of London again. New wooden sections for your Titanic as well. So that's the magazine. I'm very happy with that. So I'll pop that there, and that can go up next to my Cobra one. Obviously, again, disclaimer, this will not be in the newsagents. This is an extremely old collection. I'm going to move that down again. Please be advised that this is not in the newsagents. It is an old collection, so we'll take no notice of that because that's not going to be in the newsagents. Okay, so we don't need that. It looks like, before I'm going to go show you these lovely, oh my god, I've just seen something that looks really cool. So it looks as if we get another poster here. Oh my god, it's going to be interesting with that camera. Will they bring that out in, if they're replicating what this build was, are they going to offer a camera in January? Who knows? But as you can see, RMS Titanic there. And a little poster about all the different parts in there, so all the different decks and pieces like that. This is like a dream come true. Yeah, I mean, as I said, my channel is about doing older collections as well as new, but as you can see, I know you're all trying to see what the free gifts are. So obviously, if you at the time, I can't think when this came out, this is the first time I've ever come across this. You would have got a free sanding pad, a magnifying glass, and then obviously in here you get an amazing panorama camera with your third delivery there. And obviously this is the thing, it says urgent, build the Titanic, so they advertise it in such a way that you just need to do it. So that's that. Then let's take a look at the actual magazine itself. As I said, I won't be keeping these magazines. As much as their history and as much as they're rare, I treat them as a newspaper, regardless how old they are. Yeah, wow. And as you can see, departure from Southampton, because it did go from Southampton to Liverpool. So yeah, let's have a look. I'm really interested as to when this come out. So 2001 Harshett Partworks Limited. So it's only a year before the Bird collection came out with Eagle Moss. This is just, oh, I'm getting a bit emotional here because seeing all this, seeing a build that I'm so passionate about, seeing, oh wow. I mean, I'm speechless. We only need the that song, and that would set me off. That would really make me cry, because this, if you've ever seen the end of that scene where Jack is dying and he's going under the water, and she's going, Jack, can you hear me, Jack? Like that. Oh my god, that really sets me off every time I watch it. I know it's acting, but it does set me off. It really does bring a tear to my eye watching that. Obviously, as the assembly guide for your Titanic model, it says here that it's 107 centimetres long. I love the way that they put the red section, the part that we're working on, in this red colour here, and obviously step-by-step instructions. And obviously we'll have something, oh wow, yeah, so it doesn't show you that, but you can just see there that it'll be something that looks like that. If I just turn that up, it's just looks like that. And then obviously they keep you guessing. It's a a black book, but we've already seen what's coming in issue 2 from that flyer that I showed you. So what do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you liked that video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. That's been Build the Titanic, brought to you by Harshett Partworks. I will see you very soon for the commencing of the build, hopefully live. But if I do it pre-recorded, because I really fancy doing this one pre-recorded because it's a ship, I want to spend time on it. But I'll let you know. Hope you like that. Take care. Bye bye.